Yes, respected dear youngsters, how delightful, happy, nice it is to be in front of you every day for the reflections on the great, grand, glorious Shastra given by Lord Himself for our better life outer, the best life inner, so that outside we find success, inside we find peace, happiness, contentment, joy, freedom, and bliss. These things have to be repeatedly heard, repeatedly thought over, or contemplated. Then only the essence of it would be understood. That understood essence becomes a convincing knowledge when we practice them and see the result of it in our own life. And this is an effort required to be put. Then only those beautiful rewards of knowing exactly how the outer and inner lives have to be lived for success and happiness will be gained by us. Without efforts, though, we don't get anything, no? So, these minimum efforts of coming to class regularly, minimum efforts of repeatedly contemplating, the efforts of having understood few of them, trying to practice and see the result of it. These efforts, when we put, then we will know how great is Gita, and when we practice, how true are the promised results of outer and inner successes, peace, and happiness. So, may we all be regular and do not stop only in coming to the classes. May we also put efforts in doing our due homework to understand and practice, see for ourselves the results of it, and that convinced live life only according to Gita throughout and become an example for others also. Every chapter is beautiful and complete in one way or the other. Let every chapter be lived by us, having fully understood and digested. So, welcome you. My gratitudes to you for your being so regular to listen and encourage me. And my congratulations to you for you being able to grasp a few things. And I wish and pray that this Gita Mata knowledge gives you throughout life the Raksha, not only today, the most auspicious holy day, the Rakhi Raksha Bandhan. Today is the Raksha Bandhana Dinotsava, Rakhi Wala festival. So, welcome. Today also we'll have three things: Gita, common sense thought, as well as our learning of seventh mantra of Gita Dhyanam. Okay? And in the common sense thought, we will see significance or how the Raksha Bandhan can be celebrated in 5 6 minutes. That will be our common sense thought. So, whichever the day any festival comes, that day on our common sense thought topic, we'll talk little about that festival so that it helps us. Okay, let us start with our prayers. Om. 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 Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahan Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Friends, today is Thursday. So, Guru Sambandhi mantra of Navagraha Suktam we are chanting. Clear? What it is? Okay. Bruhaspataye Namaha. Three times I'll do. Just listen. ॐ बृहस्पते अतियधर्यो अर्हाद्युमद्विभाति क्रतुमज्जनेशो यद्दीदयच्च वसर्त प्रजात तदस्मासु द्रविणं देहि चित्रम् इन्द्रमरुत्व इह पाहि सोमं यथा शार्याते अपि वस्सुतस्य तव प्रणीति तव शूरशर्मन्ना विवासन्ति कवयः सुयज्ञाः ब्रह्मजज्ञानं प्रथमं पुरस्तात् विसीमतः सुरुचो वेन आवः स बुध्निया उपमा अस्य विष्टा सतश्च योनिमसतश्च विवः ओमधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहिताय बृहस्पतये नमः ॐ बृहस्पते अतियधर्यो अर्हाद्युमद्विभाति क्रतुमज्जनेशो यद्दीदयच्च वसर्त प्रजात तदस्मासु द्रविणं देहि चित्रम् इन्द्रमरुत्व इह पाहि सोमं यथा इह पाहि सोमं यथा शार्याते अपि तस्य तव प्रणीति तव शूरशर्मन्ना विवासन्ति कवयः सुयज्ञाः ब्रह्मजज्ञानं प्रथमं पुरस्तात् विसीमतः सुरुचो वेन आवः स बुध्निया उपमा अस्य विष्टा सतश्च योनिमसतश्च विवः ॐ अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहिताय बृहस्पतये नमः ॐ बृहस्पते अतियधर्यो अर्हाद्युमद्विभाति क्रतुमज्जनेषु यद्दीदयच्च वसर्त प्रजात तदस्मासु द्रविणं देहि चित्रम् इन्द्रमरुत्वय पाहि सोमं यथा शार्याते अपिबस्सु तस्य तव प्रणीति तव शूरशर्मन्ना विवासन्ति कवयः सुयज्ञाः ब्रह्मजज्ञानं प्रथमं पुरस्तात् विसीमतः सुरुचो वेन आवः स बुध्निया उपमा अस्य विष्टा सतश्च योनिमसतश्च विवः ओमधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहिताय बृहस्पतये नमः ॐ शान्तिः 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 great first thing is done our chanting now come to our Geetha Adhyanam quickly we are into the 11th chapter. The name of it is Vishwarupa Samdarshana Yoga. In that, Arjuna, himself starts and he says, by listening to your Guhya Adhyatma Sangnitam Vachanas, my moha is gone. I understood the whole world has come and gone from you, they have gone into you. Therefore, you are permeating the whole world. Tattaha, from you, I heard that from you only the world has come, is coming and going into you. This all I agree, and but this Rupa of yours, you are as a Vishwarupa. Like in the ocean, lot of waves are coming and going. The shapes of water in the form of the waves. So too in the Paramatma, the shapes of names and forms in the form of the world are coming and going. All that Vishwarupa of yours, I want to see. द्रष्टुमिच्छामि ते रूपम ऐश्वरम ऐश्वर्य रूप मेरे को देखना है मन्यसे यदि तत्सक्षमया द्रष्टुम इफ यू थिंक दैट आई एम एबल टू डू कैपेबल टू डू क्वालिफाइड टू डू देन यू शो हे योगेश्वर ततः मे त्वं दर्शय आत्मानम अव्ययम show your that अव्यय विश्वरूप रूप where you remain as yourself and again by your own sankalpa and power in you only the whole world is being projected. Hmm. And it is going back into you only. So show me that Rupa if you think I can see. Immediately we have seen Bhagavan started showing that Vishwarupa. Now you and I when listening this have to keep in mind that this knowledge should make us accept, understand and accept that the whole world with millions of its varieties yet has come from Lord, going into the Lord. In between, as long it is saying, staying in and through that, the Lord alone is permeating. First have this knowledge, thereafter who is that Lord, in what form that Lord is permeating. In that inquiry, when we study the Upanishads, we will be given the depth knowledge of the truth or reality as Satyam Jnanam Anantam or Sachidananda, etc. Then when you meditate, you really know first what is Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Second, you will understand that Bhagavan alone is permeating everywhere. On him only all Rupanama are playing the play, neither to lose anything nor to gain anything, but playing itself there only to play. Other than that, there is nothing in the world to be lost or to be gained. All these sublime wisdoms come in which you can see all great saints and sages are there. They are in their bliss and beatitude of being one with that God, and anything they have to do, they do, but not to gain anything or lose anything. Just the actions happen as a Leela. That stage we will also reach to. Okay, then immediately Bhagavan started showing the Rupa. Pashya me Partha Rupani. Hey Partha, me Rupani Pashya. Shatashaha ta sahasrashaha. Hundreds and thousands means uncountable. Nanavidani. Variety of the forms. Divyani, divine. Nana Varnani, different colors and all. Akruti, different shapes also. They're all my Rupas only. And to that Rupas, the names are given. The moment the names is given, they appear as if to be half they appear to be different from each other because of the Rupa. Remaining half difference is added because of the different names given. Other than giving the name and form and then differentiating on the basis of that. Otherwise, everything else is my own beautiful divine expression. So let us say the Swami is walking, Swamiji is talking, Swamiji is listening, Swamiji is seeing. So there are four Swamis are what? Walking, talking, seeing, listening, one only. But because of the faculties used and the function done, different names are given as walker, talker, seer, listener. But otherwise is one only, no? He is one only. Through the wife, his husband. Through the son, his father. Through the father, is a son. Through the brother, he is a brother. Through a sister, he is a brother. Today is Raksha Bandhan. But he is one only. In the same way, hey Arjuna, Nana Vidani Divyani, Nana Varna Krutani, Me Rupani Pashya. Means what? You see all of them, no doubt, with your eyes, but see them too with the understanding that they're all my Rupa. None of them at any period of time are away from me, other than me, independent on me, of me. No, my own Rupas, they're all. Like all waves are the Rupa of the ocean only, the Rupa of the water only, is it not? All ornaments are the forms of the ornament gold only. How can you forget totally the gold and say, or reality, you give it to only ornaments? Without gold, the ornament cannot be. Without the God, the world cannot be. How can you talk the world as independent of God? So, Merupani Pashya, Nanavidani, Divyani, Varna Akrutani. Means what? How many are there, whether it is on the earth or the Antariksha or in the divine loka, the different Varna, different Akruti, Kitna bhi ho. Remember, all are my Rupa. So Stavara Jangama, mobile and stable, Jada Chetana, living and non-living, all are my own expressions. This is the ultimate of the knowledge to be first theoretically understood. Which God is that? That also theoretically we have to understand and realize that God on the seat of meditation practically, experientially. Then you yourself will know, yeah, this Lord, this self which I have experienced as now mine, me alone is there everywhere. When the wave realizes that it is the water, then it knows that every wave is itself only. Because water only. So when I know I am the God self, real self, then I know everything in the world is my own self. Then there's no difference, there's no fighting. That's called Ekameva Advayam Brahma Jnanam, Advaita Jnanam. अनुभव में आना चाहिए. Okay. Then after saying that, now he is giving the list, the subheadings, whom he is going to see. Pashya Adityan, Vasun, Rudran, Ashino, Marutastata, Bahuni, Adrushta Purvani. Other than this, so many which were not seen by you, not heard by you. Pashya Ascharyani. You will be stuck with wonderment also. So to iha ekastam jagat krishnam pasyadhyacharacharam, at one place only mamadehe, you will see the whole universe. You will not go anywhere. And see, other than this, whatever you feel like seeing at any time, you can see all of them in me. Here, the anyad means the things which you have not seen, which you want to see. One thing, that is the other subtler meaning is what? Anything you want to project, you can project on me, but I won't change. I remain the same. Any type of waves can come on the ocean, but the water and ocean doesn't change, no? So too, in the same way, anyad means what? Anything you want to see or project, you can see on me. That is one meaning. The other real meaning is any other thing which you want to see, which you have not seen or heard earlier. Okay. So, Ichanya Drashtum Ichasi. Now, Bhagavan says, Natu Mam Shakyase Drashtum Anena Eva Swachakshusha. So Bhagavan says, Mam Drakshtum na Shikyase Anena Chakshusha. With your ordinary eyes, you cannot see me. Therefore, that eye by which you can see, I am giving you. What is that? Divyam Dadami Te Chakshu. Yesterday we were pausing at this point. So what Divya Chakshu Bhagavan has given is the internal, intellectual, temporarily Bhagavan gave the Jnana Chakshu wherein to go beyond giving importance to a particular name and form, so that that one God who is supporting all the names and forms, he is able to see along with seeing the names and forms. So I am seeing the ocean also, I am seeing all the waves also. I know the waves are not independent of the ocean. This is called a Divya Drushti with regard to ocean and wave relation. Earlier क्या था? Only waves are seen and they are called as real. Ocean is not at all recognized. Here earlier, whole world is seen as real. The God is not at all recognized. Now in the Divya Drishti, God as the background, backdrop is realized. On the background, backdrop, on the God only, the whole world is painted of its own names and forms by Bhagavan's divine infinite power. This is called as the Divya Drishti Bhagavan gave. That inner, subtle, intellectual, deep drishti, which comes to us when we deliberately develop after studying Shastra for such a long time, in which intellectually we are convinced that everything is nothing but the Paramatma, whose nature is existence and consciousness and bliss, that named, that formed alone is the whole world. When this intellectual thing becomes very clear, then only we can visualize like this. दैट भगवान अर्जुन को दिव्य चक्षु देकर दिखाया. दिव्यम ददामिते चक्षु पश्चिमे योगेश. Therefore, Bhagavan gave divya chakshu, and in that divya chakshu, Bhagavan showed his Vishwarupa, which is not created there, which is already ever there. विश्वरूप भगवान का हमेशा है ही, चल ही रहा है. But that is with the divine chakshu given by the God, by the study of Shastras, by listening to Guru, that is developed. That chakshu, that vision is developed, that drishti shakti is developed, which is the purpose of all Shastras. Purpose of Shastra is to see, give us divya chakshu, by which we see the backdrop behind the whole world, the Lord. And on that Lord only, the whole world is projected, not real, appearing real. Reality is given to the world by the God behind. So the wave appears to be real, but wave is created and given reality by the ocean, which is beyond the wave. Ocean kaho ya water kaho. Then, having this way, when Bhagwan gave Divya Chakshu and started showing the Rupa, now in between, Sanjay ji takes over the mic and he starts the commentator commenting to Dhrutarashtra ji, what Bhagwan is showing the Vishwarupa to Arjuna. So before Arjuna described, he is already seen Sanjaya, he describes it first to Dhrutarashtra. So that one shloka we have seen yesterday, today 2 and 3 we will see. Ninth one, what was that? Sanjaya Vacha, He Rajan Eva Muktva. Having said like this to Arjuna, that Mahayogeshwara Hari, that Hari, the Lord who is Yogeshwara, Mahayogeshwara. What was he doing? Parthaya Darshaya Masa. He started showing to the Prathaputra Arjuna. What is that? Paramam Rupam, Aishwaram Rupam. That supreme is Ishwariya Rupa. Okay. Then what is the Rupa he has shown? What Arjuna saw? As seen by Sanjaya reporting to Dhrutarashtra, that we will see first. So in the Vishwarupa is shown 3 times. One Bhagavan Krishna is showing, that is described. Second, Sanjaya telling Dhrutarashtra, same thing described. Arjuna himself describes. So 3 times Vishwarupa is shown to us. Beautiful, no? So what is the Rupa Bhagavan Krishna has shown? Those 2 mantras we will chant today, 10 और 11. ठीक है? Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, अथ एकादशोऽध्यायः विश्वरूपसन्दर्शनयोगः. संजय उवाच Sanjay ji kam dekh rahe na? Sanjay Vacha. So three times we chant today. 10, 10, 11, and quickly we explain. Today is Raksha Bandhan. You enjoy your day. अनेकवक्त्रनयनम् अनेकाद्भुतदर्शनम् अनेकदिव्याभरणम् दिव्यानेकोद्यतायुधम् अनेकवक्त्रनयनम् अनेकाद्भुतदर्शनम् अनेकदिव्याभरणम् दिव्यानेकोद्यतायुधम् अनेकवक्त्रनयनम् अनेकाद्भुतदर्शनम् अनेकदिव्याभरणं दिव्यानेकोद्यतायुधं दिव्यमाल्याम्बरधरं दिव्यगन्धानुलेपनं सर्वाश्चर्यमयं देवम् अनन्तं विश्वतोमुखं दिव्यमाल्याम्बरधरं दिव्यगन्धानुलेपनं सर्वाश्चर्यव्यगन्धानुलेपनं सर्वाश्चर्यमयं देवम् अनन्तं विश्वतोमुखम्. So the form Bhagavan Krishna started showing. Now be careful, huh? In these next 2-3 shlokas only, most crucial important thoughts, the crux of whole Vishwarupa is being hinted. Be attentive, be careful, be cautious, be alert to listen. So what shows Bhagavan is showing, what Arjuna is seeing, is described by Sanjaya to Dhrutarashtra. First, Aneka Vaktra, Aneka Nayanam. Vaktra is face, Nayana is eyes. Aneka, not Eka, Aneka means n number of, countless, numberless faces Bhagavan showing. So too, Aneka Nayanam, so many eyes he is showing. See, in this only, if you have caught the point, you caught it. You have realized the Geetha's 11th chapter, what it wants to say. The Bhagavan is showing many faces, not putting faces, and showing many eyes. Now listen next thought very carefully. In him, Bhagavan is showing, and Arjuna is seeing, and Sanjaya reporting to Dhrutarashtra. What? Many faces, many eyes. Be attentive. Who is showing? Lord Krishna. What is he showing? Many faces and eyes. In whom? Himself only. In him only. Therefore, to whom all the eyes and faces belong to? Bhagavan only. Until they are named. The moment it is named, it is as if becomes separate from the God. Be attentive. If you catch this, you understood the entire Vedanta. First, Bhagavan showed faces and eyes, not named. At that time, all of them are his own expression. The moment they are named, as if they are separate from each other, separate from the God, that notion illusion comes. Therefore, the notion and illusion that the world has got many things different from each other, and they're all different from the God. That notion of separation has come because of the form and name. First forms have come, Vaktra and Nayanam, then they are named. Is it not like on one paper only, with your own one pen or pencil only, you made two forms, let us say two human beings. Pen is one, paper is one, pen or pencil. Drawing is only same, both are looking. Then you write a caption niche. Pehle wala is a father, second is son. Immediately you find a difference in them. Pitaji hai, beta hai. Where are the Pitaji and beta difference? Not on the paper, not on the drawing, in our own mouth and mind. Because we gave a caption. Giving the caption is name. First two figures are drawn. If no figure is drawn, no picture only. One figure is drawn, only one will be there. Two are drawn, two will be there. Three are drawn, three will be there. But to all them, one or two or three, when you name them, suddenly they start becoming something else. Like, let us take example, only one picture is there on the paper. So picture hai, paper hai, they are same only. There is no separation of the paper or picture. Picture paper pe hi hai na. But you write it on that, a name you call Mr. Rama Rao's photo. Immediately you see the difference. A paper may hai, on the paper there is Rama Rao, we say. Where is Rama Rao? Is in the is none other than paper. But because of the rupa, a drawing is given and a name is given, as if the substrate and the paper and the picture, the Rama Rao, they are separate. In this notion, we continue. Anybody comes, you show ये रामा राव है, या ये तोता है, या ये एक कुछ गाय का पिक्चर है, या ये कोई सूर्य भगवान है. Where is तोता, गाय, सूर्य भगवान, रामा राव on the paper? In your own mouth, not on the paper. Therefore, where is the word? In your mouth, not in the world. There is nothing but God only what you are seeing. What you are calling as the Tota or Ramarao or Surya and all, they are all paper only you are talking. Calling names to paper is the drawing. Calling names to the God is called world. See the clarity? If you can contemplate on this, friends, you'll slowly come out of that very terrible delusion of forgetting the God and taking the world as real and taking the differences in the world as real and basing on that making all notions of likes, dislikes and struggling to get or lose, keep up something. Sara kachra nikal jayega. This is called samsara. Out of ignorance that there is only one God. There's only one God, that knowledge is forgotten. Then you see so many things in the God as the name of as called as world. Then you differentiate it. Some you like, some you hate. Then those who like you run behind, those who hate you run away. Then you struggle only life, running away, running only behind. You never reaching any destination except tiredness, frustration, only to get up again run. Like all human beings. Get up morning, go to office, come, earn the money, buy the things and eat. And that's what they are doing. They would die one day, like any animal does. So he is doing. Neither inquiring what is the purpose of life, what am I, what is the world, what is the mutual relation, what is the truth, what is reality. कुछ नहीं सोच रहे, बस खा रहे पी रहे सो रहे मर रहे. Understood it? So Aneka Vaktra Nayanam, how many numberless faces and eyes. Then Aneka Adbhuta Darshanam. That Vaktra Nayana combination is giving many, many Adbhuta, wonderful darshanas. And to all those Vaktra Nayana Adbhuta Darshanam, third stage. The fourth stage is Aneka Divya Abharanam. Aneka divine Abharanas are being given to that. Like, you make one face, two face, three face. Then to first phase, you give the eye. Second way, eye. Third phase, you give the eye. Vaktra Nayana. Then you made all other parts of the face, let us say. Whole personality बनाया तुमने. आँख के साथ कान भी बनाया, मुंह, नाक भी बनाया, मुंह भी बनाए. Everything you made picture one, page two, picture three. And each of them are looking Adbhuta Darshanam. One you call it as father, husband or wife, second, third one is a child. तुमने धीरे धीरे बना रहे हो अभी. Then अनेक दिव्य आभरणम, you made ornaments to them. है ना? The boy means the crop is different. The woman means different. The girl means different. The boy, child, man and wife and husband and child. See, you can put different ornaments on them. ऐसे ऐसे करते थे ornament आ जाता है ना the picture. अनेक दिव्य आभरण. And then you can paint one more thing. कि every one of them are holding the weapons. In this case, Divya Aneka Udyata Ayudham. Many of them, all of them are holding the Ayudha, the weapons in their hand, lifting them ready to fight the war. Because it's a Yuddha Kshetra, Kurukshetra, भगवान ने वो आयुध वाला सीन एक्स्ट्रा हाईलाइट करके दिखाए. Because of the time that is Yuddhika. Otherwise, here the meaning of Udyata Ayudha means everyone in doing their own respective works are holding those respective instruments in the hand. So a writer having pen in the hands, a musician having his own harmonium or danpur or guitar or mixer, whatever in the hands, or a tabla, a veena, ayudha hai. A farmer having his own plowing instrument, a driver having steering in the hands, a cricket player having the bat, they're all their ayudas. Ayudha means at that particular work, they are the instruments. Cycling, peddler cycling is doing. So the faces, the eyes, different divine forms, ornaments include the dresses, the garlands, kirita, सब ऐड कर लो. अनेक अद्भुत दर्शनम, अनेक दिव्य आभरणम, दिव्य आभरणास, द किरीटस आर देयर, मुकुट कहते हैं उसको, कुंडल कहते हैं, और उसके बाद हाँ, ये कहते हैं केयूर, देन कहते हैं कटक, then what we have, if the women are there, then some more, the nose ring also, ear ring also, then the bangles to the hand, the waistband, then to the anklets, all, and main important is gale mein lot of beautiful those abhushanas, ornaments. What are they? They are not specified now. Yudhishthira will not specify, Sanjay will not specify to Dhrutarashtra, but Arjuna when he sees, he will specify what is he seeing. And he will name each one of them. What you and I have to understand is, he is seeing all the forms and he naming them whatever he is seeing. But the first thing is what? All of that is Bhagavan's Vishwarupa only. That is the main point. And having visualized this Vishwarupa as many times as possible, you have to come to the conclusion that any number of rupas that are there in the Vishwa are the part of the Lord's Vishwarupa only. They are never away apart independent other than Bhagavan only. If you remove the paper behind, you can't have all those figures standing there. The mother, the father, the child. So if you remove the background, the God, the whole world of Aneka Vaktanayanam, Aneka Adbhudarshanam, Aneka Divyavaranam, Divya Aneka Udyataidham, you will not see at all. Next one, tomorrow I'll talk more on it. Next shloka is Divya Malyambaradaram. Divine malas are being worn by them. Ambara, different divine colored cloths they are wearing. What? Bhagavan only in many forms, into each of the form, these are the ornaments, dressing, designing, all are Arjuna को भगवान दिखा रहे. दिस व्हाट धृतराष्ट्र को संजय बता रहे. दिव्य माल्य, माल्य मीन्स garlands, ambara the cloths, divya gandha anulevanam, the chandan and other cosmetics that are applied. दिव्य गंधा अनुलेपनम, you can see कौन क्या मेकअप करके आते हैं शादी में, देखते पता चल जाता. सिनेमा में भी यू कैन सी द एक्टर्स एंड ऑल हाउ मच गंधानुलेपनम दे डू टू लुक गुड. बेचारे दे हैव टू बी इतना मेहनत. 2 घंटे शूटिंग, 4 घंटे उनका मेकअप भी होता है. एंड एट एवरी शॉट टेकिंग अगेन दे हैव टू गो थ्रू सच ए टेरिबल पेन एंड रियली वी हैव टू फील पिटी फॉर दोज एक्टर्स एंड ऑल. मैं तो नमस्कार ही करता फॉर देयर पेशेंस टू मेक अस एंटरटेन एंड ऑल. पीपल मेहनत करते हैं. Okay, Divya Aneka. Second line is Divya Malyambaradharam, Divya Gandhanulepanam, Sarva Ashcharyamayam. Everything is Ashcharya only in those things. So, okay, Sarva Ashcharyamayam. Then Devam Anantam. Okay, one Lord who is Anantam, in him only all these rupas are then done. Then Vishwatomukha means that Lord who has got Sarvatomukhata, Vishwatomukha means he alone is appearing as so many beings. That form अर्जुन को कृष्ण ने बताया, अर्जुन ने देखा. मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, देखे क्या बेचारा धृतराष्ट्र तो you can't see. So contemplate on this shloka. Tomorrow again this one 5 minutes I'll say, then we'll go to the 12th shloka also. That's how one by one shloka will open up, and your homework is more to meditate on that, because I cannot make you meditate and all. I can only try to explain you what is said by the God. If you are in front of me, I would have done that exercise. Yeah, we कर सकते हैं. I can guide you. You can do the meditation, but it consumes time. Better you do at home. Chanting the shloka once more, knowing the meaning, and then that form of God you try to contemplate and visualize the whole world to be nothing but Bhagavan's Vishwarupa only. That you will come to know as Arjuna starts explaining every of the form. And what is explaining is what you see in the whole world. And therefore, all these are in the God only, or that's the God who is supporting as a common denominator behind everything. एक चीज तो इजी है, सबके पीछे कॉमन डिनोमिनेटर एक ही है. व्हाट इज दैट? कॉल्ड एज आकाश. सब में आकाश ही है कि नहीं? आकाश में ही सब कुछ है. देन वी हैव टू गो टू फर्दर. द आकाश इज इन योर माइंड. माइंड इज इन द प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस. If those two very tough, the hurdles, if you can cross, you will understand what's the meaning of whole world is in the Lord. Lord alone is in the whole world. There's nothing other than the God, even though it looks to be as a world real with its own independent names and forms. This is what the crux of this chapter. We will see. I'll teach you all sublime things. एक चैप्टर को आप ध्यान से बार बार सुनोगे ना, मतलब जो बार बार यही बात, बिकॉज एवरी डे वी आर सीइंग द विश्वरूपा डिफरेंट पार्ट्स, दैट्स इट, डिफरेंट. But every time I repeat every day, like Vibhuti Yoga, every day I was telling the initial things, and Vibhutis we were explaining, and the purpose of seeing the Vibhuti is in everything you have to see God. Here, second one is everything we have to see in the God. This is a training given here. Let's see how much we succeed in studying Gita, understanding it. Then the practice is every individuals. आप जितना करोगे उतना आपको विश्व पूरा भगवान के रूप में दर्शन देगा, मुझे भी. Let us try for that. Om अनेकवक्त्रनयनम् अनेकाद्भुतदर्शनम् अनेकदिव्याभरणम् दिव्यानेकोद्यतायुधम् दिव्यमाल्याम्बरधरम् दिव्यगन्धानुलेपनम् सर्वाश्चर्यमयम् देवम् अनन्तम् विश्वतोमुखम्. So this is our Gita class today. Done. Now let us do our second topic today of the common sense thought. Okay. So today in our second thing we see the common sense thought पे minds mischief के जगह पे, today being Raksha Bandhana Divas, Shravana Purnima, we'll talk little bit about it. So the Raksha Bandhana is a beautiful festival celebrated in our Sanatana Dharma. So one thing is what to Raja Bali, Mahalakshmi Mata herself has tied this first to Raksha, because of which even though Bhagavan Vishnu has taken away everything from him, he still was protected and he has become even the king of the Rasatala. So too, always the Lord is there as watchman to him. Third one, in the next Kalpa, he has become the Indra. So many Rakshana and Poshana and blessings have come to Bali Chakravarti because he got tied that Raksha Bandhan. That's the main story. Thereafter, so many places we see that Raksha Bandhanam. It's a general phenomenon, not particularly only by the sister to the brother. But that's a cutest of the expression where sister tries to brother. That's how mainly the festival has to be celebrated. You can imagine in your mind about the various Raksha also. Like, when one sits for the yajnam, so that Raksha Bandhanam is tied. पूजा करते हैं तब भी रक्षाबंधन करते हैं, विवाह के टाइम देन आल्सो रक्षा इज टाइड, गृह प्रवेश करते हैं देन आल्सो रक्षा, somebody is going for the युद्ध देन आल्सो इज रक्षा. तो everywhere the रक्षा बंधनम is required. So every day we need to tie the रक्षा बंधनम. कोई कोई घरों में वो बाहर टांग के रखते हैं. Some people every day go to the temple and from there take tirtha prasadam, that becomes raksha to them. This is how the raksha and bandhanam continuous meaning. Okay, raksha के लिए हाथ को डोरी बांधना. So in the story of this sister and brother, their beautiful siblings born to same parents, expressing their love and care for each other, she ties that raksha bandhana to him, saying that my prayers to the Lord are there for your protection, for your safety, for your security. In turn, I being your sister, may I also be Rakshita, protected by you. In that means, in the mind, always the sister has the thought of the welfare of the brother and whatever she can do, and brother also has got the thought of welfare of the sister. He does everything required for all. रक्षा से शुरू करके रक्षणम, पोषणम, पालनम, प्रीणनम, लालनम, all of that. Rakshan means protecting. Poshanam is feeding. Palanam is bringing up. Prinanam is giving that prema. Lalanam is whenever there are troubles are there, consoling or giving them that what do you call that encouragement, etc. These are all together. Not only the raksha. But raksha ho gaya to kafi nahi na. Like India got freedom. But that's not enough. You have to develop it in every angle. That's what we are doing now from last 9 years. In every aspect, India has to grow. Others are jealous, but nobody can stop our growth now because we are honest. We are growing not at the cost of anyone. We are growing along with everyone. Sabko saath mein lekar. Anywhere the thought of everybody should grow is there, that will definitely be given more power and priority by the Lord than the thought that I have to grow at the cost of others. Other countries have that. We have to grow at the cost of others. Therefore, they don't grow. So only independence is not required, you have to grow. So too, only Raksha is not given, sufficient. Rakshana, Poshana, Palana, Prinana, Lalana, and Abhivruddhi, all of that. Okay. Now today I just thought of adding this one more. ये ट्रेडिशन में नहीं है, मैं अपने दिमाग से लगा रहा हूँ. सबको अच्छा लगे लगा दो. What it is, he let this Raksha Bandhana tied by the sister to the brother be added with one more word. What is that? Dharma Raksha Bandhana. ऐड कर दो. If whole in Hindu community agrees, add karo. Why? I'll tell you the meaning. Meaning is what? Let the sister tie the brother with the tied knot of bondage, ordering him, insisting him, forcing him to protect the raksha. करो किसका? धर्म का. धर्म का रक्षा करने के लिए sister is tying him down, binding him down, that he cannot do any adharma, and every dharma he must do. Now imagine if every sister that way prays and insists on the brother to fulfill all his dharmas. Can the world be stopped from progress and growth? Can there be any non-positivity, any problem anywhere? Any problem comes only because adharma. When dharma is done, there can never be a problem. And that brother sister love is so bonding because they grow together and all. Out of his obligation for the sister, he can do the dharma. Therefore, this festival can be renamed as Dharma Raksha Bandhana. All types of dharma. Here he is a brother of the sister, Ovala Dharma. He is a son of his parents, Ovala Dharma. He is a friend to the other friends, Ovala Dharma. He is an employee in that office, Ovala Dharma. He is a citizen of the Bharat Mata, Ovala Dharma. He belongs to Sanatana Dharma. That is his identity. Waha ka dharma karo. You are a member of the society, that dharma. You are a human being, that's a dharma. You are a citizen of the whole globe, that is your dharma. तो सर्व धर्म का रक्षा का बंधन. When sister really ties and bangs that fellow, if he doesn't do dharma and does adharma, nobody in the world do adharma and nobody will suffer. Suffering all is because of adharma. Therefore, धर्म के रक्षा करो, इस बंधन में उसको डाल देना चाहिए. इससे क्या होगा? फिर फेमस कोटेशन ऑल ऑफ यू नो संस्कृत का, धर्मो रक्षति रक्षिता चेत. If you protect the dharma, dharma will protect you. Coming to more spirituality, the dharma is how to maintain your sharira mana buddhi indriyadi. Second, the dharma is you have come into this body to live for some time. When you have to leave this body, go to the other. When you go to the other, that life should be better than this. For that, what you have to do here is called as another dharma. Third one is what? Ultimate dharma is you have to discover what is your essential self. That's what we are studying in Geetha. That's called Parama Dharma, Paramarthika Dharma. The second is Prativasika or Jiva Dharma. The first one is Vyavaharik Dharma. All these I spoke to in the few initial days of Geetha, almost 300 days back. Okay. Today, you know, Geetha, our number of talk is 333. रक्षा बंधन के दिन 333 डेज हो गया. गुड नंबर है. 333 दिन हो गए आज को गीता शुरू करके. 11 months, 333 days. So on this day, in the initial days we talked शुरुआत में है ना, धर्म क्षेत्र कुरुक्षेत्र. when I spoke to you on the initial days of Gita, this was discussed. व्यावहारिक धर्म, जीव धर्म और प्रातिभाषिक धर्म, then पारमार्थिक धर्म. So let sister not only tie the Rakhi and pray to the Lord that, hey Bhagwan, iska raksha ho jaye. She should tell that fellow, beta, no God, nobody will help you or protect you. Your own dharma will protect you. Is it not? And how long anybody protects, even though we are doing wrong? Like health example. Now, how many of the number of Rakis she writes, ties, the Raksha at the health level of that brother will not happen unless he follows the dharma of maintaining health of the body, of correct time taking food, sufficient exercise is done, sufficient rest is taken. Huh? If these things are not done, which are the dharmas, his body cannot be healthy, even though how many number of Raksha Bandhan she ties to him. So too in the Naukri. Now because she is taking the bandhana of the Raksha, उसके नौकरी का रक्षा टेम्पररीली होएगा, but permanently रक्षा कब होगा उसके नौकरी का? When he does the dharma, that he goes on time, he does all the work given, then nobody dares to think even to remove him, even though the whole world is suffering the recession. देखो है कि नहीं? है ना, प्रोटेक्ट माई ब्रदर फ्रॉम द ड्राइविंग, है ना, एक्सीडेंट्स करके तुमने टाई किया. अरे तुम्हारे टाई करने से नहीं, you should follow the dharma of traffic rules as to how fast you must go, how slow you must go, how to take the turns, how to give the signals, obey the signals. अबे ये सब धर्म फॉलो करो तो रक्षा आएगा ना. नो माई सिस्टर हैज टाइड रक्षा बंधन, सो मेरा कुछ नहीं होगा करके. इफ दिस फेलो गोज इन स्कूटर और कार 200 स्पीड, she has not tied the रक्षा बंधन to the car or scooter, वो लग जाएगा कहीं, and you are seated in the, you will get. Therefore, let us not get carried away by only the superficial things. We have to go to the depth of it. Sister should try Rakhi to the brother with the sankalpa that this fellow will do the rakshana of the dharma by following the dharma, then that will protect him wherever. Even God dare not trouble us, disturb us, if we know all our dharmas and practice all of them. So too, if we are not following our dharma, forget about his sister and her Rakhi, even Bhagavan cannot protect or do the Raksha to us. So their Raksha Bandhan is so cute thing to say, but unless you go to the depth of it, you will only superficially one day a year you just buy a Rakhi 10 रुपए 20 रुपए 40 रुपए 50 and go it tie to her him, and he gives चलो मजबूरी के नाम 100 रुपए 200 रुपए दे, हो गया, तो मिठाई खा ली, बैठ के खाना खा लिया. What is there in that? That's not the whole purpose. He should be always Rakshita. And because of him, everybody will be Rakshita, should be Rakshita. Both will happen when he does the Raksha of the Dharma. That is, by practicing Dharma everywhere. Which prosperity will be stopped? Which growth will be stopped? Which negativity will come to the world if everybody follows the Dharma Raksha Bandhanam? You should be bound in protecting the Dharma. धर्म के रक्षा में हमें बंधित होना है, फिर वो धर्म हमको प्रोटेक्ट करेगा. इफ वी आर नॉट बाउंड बाय द धर्म, doing all adharma, we can never be happy and we will be eliminated by the world or society. If the whole world is in adharma, they themselves, total world will be destroyed. Nobody will remain. Dharma is like all planets in their own movement. And whichever the planet is going out of its orbit, it will be going into the black hole only because it is just changing its dharma. If entire planets of the Surya Godam are in the wrong route or changing their paths and all of them, the whole Saura Kutumba will dissolve because that is wrong to stay like that. Missing their orbits and traveling is a detriment to other things. Therefore, it will be eliminated. I'm just telling at the higher level. Means example is given is higher. So too, every like a family, everyone does their dharma, whole family is good. One fellow does adharma, he suffers, the other suffer. If everybody is doing adharma, they are a liability to the whole society, other family. Family will be eliminated by the divine will. Therefore, we have to sustain safely, and keep on growing. Let the growth be consistent. Secret for all of that is dharma raksha. So, dharma ka palan karna. Therefore, let us call it as dharma raksha bandhana divas. I am proposing it. Somebody someday will understand it and do it like that. है ना, तुम लोग प्रधानमंत्री बनो तो ऐसा कर दो. And nothing wrong, there's nothing contradiction, no controversy, there's no political issue in it, no religious problem is there. है ना? कोई रूल रेगुलेशन को ब्रेक तो नहीं कर रहे हैं, वन वर्ड ऐड कर रहे हैं, धर्म रक्षा बंधन, बिकॉज that Lord Narayana tied that Raksha Bandhan to Bali, saying that you follow your dharma, that you gave the word that you will give in the land. You give that, then you will be protected only because you followed your dharma. You will be given the Rasatala, you will be given the Indrapada thereafter. More than that, I will be there to be taking care of you as a watchman. Bhagavan was a watchman to Bali Chakravarti. That is why a day or 2 days before this, the Onam is celebrated by the Kerala people. बलि चक्रवर्ती के लिए वो लोग उस दिन पूजा करते हैं. राजा बलि वामनावतार. Clear the picture? Dharma Raksha Bandhana it should be. That's what my feeling. Insist on that because only the Dharma will protect us, nothing else. Because India is following the Dharma and universal Dharma that everybody should grow. There is no cunningness in us, selfishness in us. Self protection, self development is there. But selfishness at the cost of others, like our neighbor countries, we don't have. Therefore, definitely the Lord total will permit us only to grow. We'll be seeing our nation in next 30, 40 years ruling the whole globe. Provided same leaders we allow by selecting them. If you select other useless people, they don't know the vision. ग्लोबल विजन नहीं है, नेशनल विजन नहीं है, स्पिरिचुअलिटी जीरो है, अपोजिट टू हिंदुइज्म, सनातन धर्म, and our slaves are the what do you say, the naukar of the other religion, and to pamper them they give all facilities. If such stupid fellows you select, then gone to dogs only our whole country and the world. Only our India can show the beacon light to the whole world because we have all the stuff and material. But such leaders you have to select. बुद्धू घोचू को सेलेक्ट कर लिया, इसको कुछ भी नहीं है. Of these higher things, the vision of taking the whole world all along, one aspect you may know, it's not sufficient. एवरी एस्पेक्ट प्रॉपर लीडर को आपने डेवलप किया, वोट किया जो अभी चल रहा है उन्हीं को, अब जा करके इन नेक्स्ट 30-20 years विल बी द लीडर्स ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड इन ऑल एस्पेक्ट्स बिकॉज वी फॉलो द धर्म. व्हाट्स धर्म? यू ग्रो एंड मेक अदर्स आल्सो ग्रो. यू प्रोटेक्ट अदर्स, यू प्रोटेक्ट योरसेल्व्स टू. दैट इज अ परम धर्म एक्चुअली. सब मिलकर बढ़ना है, ये परम धर्म. लाइक इन ए ट्रैफिक एवरीबडी शुड गो इन पर्टिकुलर स्पीड, परम धर्म. कोई एराटिक गया, कोई ज़्यादा स्पीड गयो, कोई धीरे जा रहा है, पीछे वाले को जाने नहीं दे रहा, then whole traffic gets jammed, no? The whole world is a traffic moving in its own progress. Any one nation does wrong, whole traffic gets jammed. If everyone follow their traffic rules, and that means follow the dharma, whole world as a one set grows. These are all universal vision. Not only world, we have to now include sun, moon, star. अब तो चंद्रमा तक पहुंच गए, अब सूर्य को भी देखेंगे हम. Everyone will see next 2 years. सारे ग्रहों पर पहुंच ही जाएंगे. So we are all one family. Now you'll understand why grahas are troubling us, because we are troubling them. Anyways, a different subject. I just touched it. Sometime I'll explain to you. So it is our common sense thought. This Dharma Raksha Bandhana Divas today. So get tied all of that and live life of Dharma. Thank you. Let us do this big shloka. Very big it is. Of Geetha Dhyanam, the shloka number 6 or 7. First one was Partaya Pradibodhitam. Second is Namostu Devyasa Vishala Buddhe. Then third one is Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetreka Pane. Then Sarvopanishado Gavo, fourth one. Then Vasudeva Sutam yesterday Vesa. Devaki Parmanandam, Krishna Bande Jagat Guru. Then today the sixth one. Okay, what is the sixth shloka? The whole Yuddha Kshetra is compared with a Nadi. Okay. And that terrible Nadi of the Yuddha was crossed by Pandavas because they were seated in a boat which was being rowed by or driven by Lord Krishna. तो कृष्ण भगवान के द्वारा ले जाने वाले बोट, एडवाइज रूपी बोट में वो लोग बैठे, इसलिए भयंकर जो नदी है युद्ध वाला, दे हैव क्रॉस्ड. दैट इज द कंपेयरिंग द होल रण विथ द नदी एंड गिविंग द एग्जांपल. ब्यूटीफुल सिमिलिटीज. So this whole Kurukshetra Yuddha is a Nadi. So Rana Nadi. That Pandavas crossed because the Kaivartaka is Keshavaha. The rowing man, the boatman is Keshava. Krishna, they surrendered to him. He crossed them. So what is the whole the Nadi? One by one. Quickly I go through. Time is over. Bhishma Drona Tata. To this Yuddha Nadi, Bhishma and Drona are the Tata. So the Tata decides the flow of the river. So the Bhishma Drona decide the consequence of the war. Who are in the opposite direction to Pandavas or Arjuna. That Nadi Krishna crossed, or Pandavas crossed because the Krishna was the advisor. I'll tell you the whole thing. First, Bhishma Drona are the Tata. Jayadratha Jala. The Jayadratha is one of the powerful Kaurava person. Leader is the whole water. Then Gandhara Nilotpala. Sometimes say Nila Upala. The black camouflage, unseen boulder to which our boat hits and gets broken, like the Titanic. Who is he? The Gandhara Raja. That is Shakuni himself was the Nila Utpala or Nila Upala. Nila Upala is more suitable there. स्टोन ना जब नदी में होता है नहीं पता है राफ्टिंग के टाइम भी लग के पूरा टूट जाता है वो. So the Tata, the banks are Bhishma Drona. The water is called Jayadratha. Then Gandhara, this Shakuni is the Nila Upala, the unseen blackish water stone there. Danger of while traveling in the boat or even swimming in the Nadi, you may hit it. Then Shalya Grahavati. The Shalya himself is the crocodile. Shalya hai Graha us Nadi ke. Shalya Grahavati, Krupena Vahani. The whole flow of the river is in the Kurukshetra Yuddha. Krupacharya, who is all of them are in the negative party wale, the Duryodhan ke party. Krupena Vahani, the flow is directed by the Krupacharya. Karnena Velakula. Karna is the Velakula. The terrible streams of the water up and down is Karnena. Then Ashwathama Vikarna, Ghora Makara. Ashwathama and Vikarna are the terrible Makara there. Okay, the Graha means sharks, let us say earlier. Shalya is the big sharks. In the waters, you have the big sharks and whales and seals. They are all called Shalya. Then Ashwathama and Vikarna, Ghora Makara. And सबसे danger होता है river में नदी में the big whirlpool. And that whirlpool is nothing but Duryodhana. आवर्तिनी. दुर्योधन नामक आवर्त को रखने वाला. सो भीष्म द्रोण ही जिस नदी के तट है, जयद्रथ ही जिस नदी का जल है, शकुनी ही जिस नदी में काला पत्थर है, और शल्य ही जिस नदी का ग्राह है, शार्क इत्यादि, और कृपाचार्य ही जो नदी के बहाव को कंट्रोल करने वाला जिस नदी के है, और जिस नदी के कर्ण वेलाकुल है, जिस नदी के अश्वत्थ और कर्ण घोर मकर है, और जिस नदी के भयंकर दुर्योधन ही आवर्तन है. जिस नदी के पहले रण ऐड कर दो, जिस रण नदी के अश्वत्थामे कर्ण घोर मकर दुर्योधन आवर्तनी सह उत्तीर्ण खलु पांडवैः रणनदी. That Rananadi was crossed by Pandavas happily, safely. How? Kaivartakaha Keshavaha. Because the Keshava was the one who was rowing the boat in which they were seated. And what is that? Their bhakti to Krishna and Krishna's advice they followed. Therefore, they could succeed. And what is the advice of Krishna is whole Bhagavad Gita only. Whoever follows the Krishna Bhagavad Gita, for all of them, any terrible बाहर का अंदर का युद्ध का नदी होता है, रण नदी, they can cross even though they have these terrible things compared with the Kaurava Paksha. Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Shalya, Duryodhana, Krupa, and all of them are there terrible. Gandhara, Jayadratha, all of them. So Saha Uttirna Kalu Pandavaihi Rananadi. Saha Rananadi Kalu Pandavaihi Uttirna. That the river of the war, the terrible, was Uttirna, crossed by the Pandavas. Kaivartaha Keshava. Because Keshava Bhagwan ka unke upar krupa, because they are devotees. Then they followed Dharma and they followed his advice. So we have to follow the Gita, that is Bhagwan's advice. We have to follow the Dharma, that's what Gita teaches. And let us be devoted to the Lord, offer what we do to Him. Then no Nadi we get drowned, we can cross. Great shloka it is. Okay, let us chant it. ओम श्री कृष्णानुग्रहेण परब्रह्मानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थम उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्म के भव सिद्ध्यर्थम सना पुराण इतिहासोक्त भगवद भागवत दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन सहित हैदव संस्कृते पुनरुत्थान जागरण निश्चयाप्त्यर्थम विश्वशांति कल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थम अस्मिन् कर्म निष्ठितानां दिग्विजयार्थम रक्षणार्थम ये युवाः अत्र स्थिताः धर्मे सत्कर्मणि निष्ठिताः तेषां सदा सर्वदा दिग्विजयार्थम तेषां हृदये देशभक्ति धर्मभक्ति सनातन भक्ति माता पितृभक्ति उद्योग भक्ति द्वारा जीवन साफल्यार्थम गीता ध्यान अंतर्गत श्लोकस्य पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तक केशवः भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः. This is our landing of shloka from Gita Dhyanam, and common sense thought we learned from Raksha Bandhan. How beautiful you have to celebrate traditionally with an added vigor and fervor. Then in Gita we saw how Sanjaya ji started describing to Dhrutarashtra what Krishna is showing Arjuna, Arjuna is seeing. We'll continue. Beautiful will be our Vishwarupa darshanam. Let's enjoy it. Om Bhurvasva. Let us do Arati today. Om Dujjana Sajjano Bhuya Sajjana Shanti Mahapneya Shanta Uchit Vandebhyaha Muktasthanyanu Mochayet Astoma Sadgame Tamasuma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Mamantangamaya Om Purnamada Purnamida Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om ॐ न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति उतो यमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभात् नारायणाय विद्महे तन्नो मङ्गलं श्रीकुरुक्षेत्र व्यासाय विष्णुपाय व्यासरूपाय नमो योगीन्द्राय नमस्तस्मै शुकाय ब्रह्मणे बोल श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय श्रीमद् भगवद गीता शास्त्र की जय श्री वेद व्यास समस्त भगवद गीता शास्त्र से आचार्यों की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सदुनाथ महाराज की जय आज के रक्षाबंधन दिव्य दिन की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक से उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्था स्थापक युव गण की जय. Thank you, friends. Happy Dharma Raksha Bandhan wishes and prayers for you all. Get tied with that Raksha Bandhanam, Dharmaka, and live a dharmic life. Take care of all our mothers and sisters and daughters with so much of love because they are the divinity that is manifest on this earth. Don't miss it. Thank you. Om Namo Namo Yeah.